In the next set of videos, we will go through the final part of the speaking exam, which is part 3, pair work, the discussion. Before we go on, let me remind you that if you can do part 2 easily, or you can do it without much stopping for words, then part 3 will be a little bit easier. Because in part 2, you're speaking alone for 1 minute, and in part 3, you're speaking with your friend for 2 minutes. So definitely, if you can do part 2 well, part 3 will be a little bit easier. Let's start. Fairly and make the conversation sound natural. First of all, you need to understand turn taking. Don't talk a full minute without stopping, or do not talk too long. Instead, you have to give your opinion in only 2 to 3 sentences. You have to ask your partner what they think after delivering one point. And every time after you have delivered, when your partner or when you are giving your point after your partner has spoken, you have to try to do something called adding value. Adding value shows that you have been attentively listening to what your partner has been talking about. Adding value also shows that you know how to guide the conversation and get more information out of the topic. That is why by adding value, it translates to higher marks. When you add value, you can either give more details or you can go from a different angle. You use phrases like, I see your point, I agree, we could also. Remember, good pair work equals to short turns plus active listening plus adding something new each time. If you can do this, you will get almost maybe even full marks for your speaking exams. After you have discussed, you will need to make a decision together. After the 2-minute discussion, you will come to a conclusion with your partner. Here's how to do it smoothly. When that part comes, the examiner will ask you to decide. So during this part, anyone can give his or her decision first. Use clear language when suggesting a choice. Use the sentences like, I think we should choose. Shall we agree on? Or it seems like something is the best option. We both agree that in the option, so let's choose that. If you have different ideas, stay polite. Both of you can give your points of which you think is most important. For example, you make a good point, but I feel, then you explain yourself. Finally, you can say, could we combine both ideas? So that is where you and your partner have different decisions. Most of the time, the easier way to go is to have the same decision. Having the same decision or different decision does not translate in any way to higher or lower marks.